It's the sport's most prestigious event, the Geico PBA World Series of Bowling. 240 pros from 20 countries are here in Las Vegas, among them the PBA's best, all competing for the multiple championships that are up for grabs. It's professional bowling's ultimate test, and it's next on ESPN.
From Las Vegas, Geico PBA World Series of Bowling rolls on at South Point Bowling Plaza. Today, the final round of the PBA Chameleon Championship. During this hour of competition, the next PBA Chameleon champion will hoist the trophy. The tournament leader is DJ Archer, looking for his first title in 157 PBA tournaments. The three-player semifinal features Ronnie Russell, Sean Rash, and J.R. Raymond. And hello again, everyone. Mike Jakubowski with PBA Hall of Famer Randy Peterson. And Randy, Sean Rash has legitimately dominated this event, the World Series of Bowling. He's made 12 telecasts. He has no titles to show for it. Why?
Well, there's only one explanation for it. Sean Rash has been fighting mental demons on these telecasts here at the World Series of Bowling. Nobody's made more TV finals throughout the history of the World Series of Bowling than Sean Rash. I mean, you're talking about a guy who's got 8 titles and 2 majors, a guy that totally dominated the 2011 World Series of Bowling, yet he came away with no wins. He had 6 shows that year. The only explanation I have is that Sean Rash is fighting mental demons each and every telecast. He's trying to work through it. He's trying to fight his way through it. You see him balking. You see him stepping off of the approach. He's got to somehow find a way to block all of the interference out and just get down to business.
Kimberly Pressler, the third member of our broadcast team, is standing by with the former PBA Player of the Year.
Sean, we just saw you throw your last practice shot. Now, you have been trying to get a PBA Tour title here at the World Series of Bowling for a while now. You've been knocking on that door. What do you have to do today to make sure you take one home today?
The biggest thing about winning out here is just execution. You can't worry about your competitors. Like you said, just keep knocking on that door. One day it's going to open, and hopefully today that's the day.
Good luck to you. Guys, back to you in the booth.
World Series of Bowling animal patterns.
And no animals were harmed in the creation of these animal patterns. Mike, just letting you know that. Starting with Cheetah oil pattern, the shortest at 35 feet. Viper at 39. Today's oil pattern, the Chameleon, at 43 feet in length. And the longest of the 4 named animal patterns here at the World Series of Bowling, Scorpion, 47 feet in length. Chameleon, 43 feet. Well, it says multiple angles. They're going to start straight, but as the lanes break down, the players are going to move way in, and they're going to get really soft, and they're going to open up the entire lane.
It's a 3-player semifinal. High score advances to the title match. And the number 2 seed, Ronnie Russell, decides that he will begin on the left lane. Trip 4, good start.
No one's been hotter than Ronnie Russell at this season's World Series of Bowling. Got real comfortable on television as well.
Opening shot for Rash, dead solid. And now your first look at J.R. Raymond out of Bay City, Michigan. His debut telecast on the PBA Tour.
Pretty good debut shot. 3-time collegiate All-American at Saginaw Valley State. He's got a lot of great amateur credentials. He actually quit bowling for a year. Just said, I'm done. I can't take it anymore. Mentally, he was just fried.
Ronnie Russell's plan is to get mean on the lane. Second frame, mean stroke, 10 back.
You know, and I think that translates to me, that means is confidence. You know, he's more at ease, he's more confident being on the lanes and being in this environment.
Rash up, first crack to the left lane, and he is dead solid, perfect. All strikes.
Look how straight all the players are going. All strikes, as you said. Sean Rash looking really good early on.
Cheaters. You may see the players on today's show consulting from time to time with the tour reps sitting just behind them. They are Chuck Gardner, Chris Schlemmer, and Brett Spangler. Semifinal of the PBA
Chameleon Championship.
That's high, and it's a 6-10.
That was close.
Bad shot, pulled it left, went through the face, only leaving the 6-10. Take a look at Ronnie Russell's arsenal, throwing the Forza. Pretty strong ball. No surprise that all four players on today's telecast, high rev rate players. And the reason why I say that, Mike J, is the longer that oil pattern gets, you would seem to think that it would favor the high rev guys. All four players today, no power loss.
Oh, and a chop.
JR would like that frame over. Sean Rash stepping into the third frame, throwing the strongest ball in his arsenal, Mastermind.
One of those elements that may change Rash's outlook in the future is since he became a father, he has a different perspective. Third frame.
This guy's a former player of the year. I mean, you know, he knows how to bowl. So take a look at the winningest player in the history of professional bowling, Walter Ray Williams Jr. I mean, there's no secret. Sean can, I mean, you don't win 8 times and don't win 2 majors without knowing how to bowl. But he's had some issues here at the World Series of Bowling on television. Bad shots, missed spares. JR's arsenal, throwing a hyper cell, strongest ball in his bowling bag.
And a solid 9 for Raymond. Randy, JR said 5 years ago I consider myself a power player, but now I consider myself a soft power player. What's the difference?
He's on the lower end of the high rev guys. You know, your high rev guys, E.J. Tackett. Sean Rash is a high rev guy. Sean Rash looking to get back on board, looking to capture his first ever World Series of Bowling title here in Las Vegas. Stay with us.
The Geico World Series of Bowling PBA Chameleon Championship is brought to you by Geico, saving people money on more than just car insurance. By AMF, roll this way. By Barbasol, life is full of close shaves. Make sure your close shave is a Barbasol close shave. And by Motive Bowling, get motivated. Welcome back to South Point Bowling Plaza. 240 players entered the Chameleon Championship. So how did the 4 players competing today make it to our televised finals? Let's look back at the tournament highlights as seen on Extra Frame. DJ Archer led qualifying wire to wire all the way through the first 7-game block and again here in the round of 24. And right behind Archer for the whole of qualifying, Ronnie Russell. A strong showing in the round of 24 moved Sean Rash up from 9th to 3rd in a place on today's show, and that left the 4th and final spot.
And there was a lot of players that were in the hunt for that number 4 spot, including Jason Couch. Here's Scott Norton in his bid. Great shot, leaves the swishing 10. He's eliminated. Then it's Jason Couch. Right through the nose, big 4 minus the 7. He finishes 8th. Dom Barrett crossing over, leaving the 9 pin. He finishes 6th. And last but not least, certainly Stuart Williams. He had his chance as well, goes through the nose. And Stuart Williams gives the foul line a swipe with that foot. That leaves R Raymond for that last spot.
And Raymond advances to bowl in his debut here at the PBA Chameleon Championship. A look at the final standings, top qualifiers. 228.7 on top, mid-220s needed to make the top four. Norton and Williams just missing.
These averages very similar to what we saw in Viper.
Take a look at Rolltech tournament stats, Randy. Chameleon multi-spare percentage.
See DJ Archer at the top of that list, and you don't make it out on this tour without being a good spare shooter.
While we were gone, strikes in the 4th and 5th for Sean Rash and Ronnie Russell. Both remain perfect. R Raymond leaving the 3-6-10 in the 5th, cleaning that up, but still trailing Rash and Russell by 52 pins.
Great shot by Ronnie Russell. Looking to add another title to his 2014 campaign. He did win the PBA Bear Open in Shawnee, Oklahoma this summer.
Here's our Columbia 300 fun fact. Sean Rash, even though he's never won a PBA title here at the World Series of Bowling, was the all-time World Series average leader coming into this year's event.
And he's still perfect. 6 apiece for Rash and Russell.
It's always a good sign when you see the 6-pin go to the sidewall and kick the 10 out for a right-hander. It's exactly what happened there on that last delivered by Sean Rash.
R Raymond said to me, I just want to learn something and somehow get my feet under me. Tough to do it when both of your opponents have not let you in.
Tough to do when you feel like you're in a tag team wrestling match and there's 2 against 1. Rash and Russell are running away with this. JR's just getting thumped on. See the blue oil rings on Ronnie Russell's bowling ball. Qualified second with a 226 average for the 14-game qualifier. This guy's starting to get real comfortable on television.
Oh, pitch high, but he skates the 4-9.
Raymond on the spare started dreaming about winning on the PBA Tour when he bowled collegiately for Saginaw Valley State, competing with Dan McClelland. Rash needs to keep pace with Russell here in the 7th.
What a historic day that was when he bowled the 23rd televised 300 game en route to his victory this past summer.
10-pin.
So both Rash and Russell, or excuse me, just Rash, fails to strike in the 7th frame. Russell now with the lead. He's perfect through 7 frames. Shot there.
Oh, yippee. Bellings.
Rash cross lane, labels the 10-pin.
Ronnie Russell a little bit high the last shot on the left lane, moves over to the right lane. Looking to make it to the title match. Remember, the winner advances to take on DJ Archer.
And a big break. The 4 and the 10 to last the fall. Russell remains perfect.
How about twins? Last 2 shots identical. Chips the big 4 in both shots. Huge breaks for Ronnie Russell.
That looked like it was gassed. A little too fast, perhaps. Washout. Raymond now just trying to get out of the way.
You know what I'd be doing? I'd be taking as much time as possible. I'd be enjoying this moment. Okay, I can't win, but I want as much face time as I can get.
And a brilliant conversion.
Now, keeps his hopes alive, but all Ronnie Russell has to do is stay behind the foul line. As you take a look at our hammer, tough spare replay. Sean Rash converting the washout.
J.R. Raymond did convert the spare. Raymond pacing in the 180s will not factor here in the final. Ronnie Russell's got the front 8 foundation frame.
Wow.
How about another one?
Looked like he moved in and tried to go as direct as he was the previous 8 frames, and the ball still hooks up high. Trips the 4-7-10 out again. Ronnie Russell's going to move on now and take on DJ Archer. Sean Rash, max score 265. Ronnie Russell just needs decent count in the 10th frame. It's amazing how two players rather, can have such a good ball reaction in the third that doesn't throw it that much dissimilar, has no look.
But for J.R. Raymond, we'll celebrate a return to professional bowling. A couple of years ago, he had the worst week of his life. He literally left the bowling equipment at the venue.
I remember him telling us that story, and I can't tell you how many times I wanted to do that, but never did. Just a crazy story about he was just so fried. He said, you know what, I'm done. Left his gear, drove home, said that's it. Whoever wants it gets it.
Listen to what's planned.
Look at the leaderboard here through 9 frames, 10th frame.
With a strike here, it's all over mathematically for Sean Rash. Ronnie Russell will move on. If Ronnie Russell would happen to throw a big 4, some ugly split that he can't convert, Sean Rash still has a chance.
10, that one conventionally struck.
And now we have the front 10, so he's moving on, but he can shoot 300. Remember, just a couple of weeks ago, Anthony Pepe, 295. His first time ever on television. Ronnie Russell now has a chance to become the 24th player in PBA history to bowl a perfect game.
Front 10, he's already advanced to the title match.
And down!
It's down, baby!
The 10-pin! Russell will have a shot at perfection.
Even Sean Rash has to go when Lady Luck is on your side here in Vegas. You tip your cap. And 260 plus will not be enough on this day for Rash to advance.
Yeah. Come on, focus.
I'm in, baby.
Focus, make a good shot.
Don't re-rack it for me.
Here's the barbershop close shave of the day, Randy, and it's a good, long, close shave.
This is like the slowest messenger I've ever seen. It just nudges the 10 over, and the 10 pin was like, okay.
23 have bowled a perfect game on television before. Ronnie Russell can become the 24th.
Yeah, 300 in the semifinal of the PBA Chameleon Championship. Ronnie Russell is perfect.
Hey, listen, brother, focus. I ain't good, okay? I ain't ready to be breath. Win this fucking title. All right. Thanks, man. Thanks, baby.
$10,000 bonus will be presented shortly from the PBA Tour Commissioner, Tom Clark. Perfection and an advancement and a title next. Stay with us.
And welcome back to South Point Bowling Plaza, everyone. If you're just joining us, well, guess what? You missed perfection. Ronnie Russell steps up in the 10th frame on the front 11 and just delivers a masterful shot. That's 10 in the pit. He becomes the 24th player in PBA history to shoot a perfect 300 game.
Final score, Ronnie Russell 300, advancing to the title match against DJ Archer. And PBA Tour Commissioner Tom Clark presenting the bonus $10,000 to Ronnie Russell.
Ronnie, you did not waste any time whatsoever throwing that last shot. What was going through your mind?
I was just trying to focus on keeping my feet slow. You know, a good buddy, Billy Orlikowski, always taught me when I get in pressure situations to keep my feet underneath me and post it, and that's what I did. And you know, I got a few lucky breaks early and took advantage of it. So now I got to get refocused for the big match.
All right, well, congratulations on your perfect game.
Time now for the PBA Bowling Challenge, offering a fan the chance to compete in a one-ball roll-off with a PBA Pro, with a chance to win that player's custom jersey, bowling ball, and a gift certificate. Fans were chosen through a social networking contest and must match or beat the pro's score to win. Any tie wins for our fan in today's PBA Bowling Challenge, and Kimberly Pressler is with our fan.
Thanks, Mike. That's right. I'm lane side with the winner right here, Cameron Collins, 17-year-old from Las Vegas. Cameron, do you know who it is that you're going to be bowling against today?
No, I don't.
You do not? Well, why don't you look right behind you? It's this guy right here, Tom Hess. Looks like he's going to come over here and do some damage. What do you think? You're going to take it easy on him or no?
Well, no, I'm going to try to throw the best shot I can, and if he beats me, great.
All right, let you guys go.
Masters champion Tom Hess takes on Las Vegas Cameron Collins. It's a one-ball roll-off. Tie or beat the pro and you win his custom jersey and bowling ball. Here is Hess in the PBA Bowling Challenge roll-off.
It's a good thing they're not going to arm wrestle for that gear. I think Tom would win that.
And
wait.
Counts.
All right, 9. Not bad.
Cameron Collins will step up, a chance to win the custom jersey, the bowling ball, and a gift certificate. 9 or 10 will get the job done.
Oh, hook, ball, hook. Hook, hit it. Oh, man, that's too bad.
Gave us his best shot, 9-8. Hess a winner in the PBA Bowling Challenge.
Give me your ball anyway, Tommy. That a boy. All right, yeah.
We will see Tom Hess next Sunday on ESPN at 1 Eastern. Number 4 seed in the PBA Scorpion Championship. Hess joins Larson and Scott Newell in the semifinal. The winner there will get Michael Haugen Jr., tournament leader, next Sunday at 1 Eastern on ESPN.
Our championship match between Ronnie Russell and number 1 seed DJ Archer is on the way, but first, let's check in with Randy Peterson for this week's Track Tech Talk.
Let's talk about the step before the slide, or the pivot step. Why is this so important? Well, it basically sets us up and gets us in a great position so that we can hit the foul line and be on balance. Tommy Jones is great at this. He is great at using his lower body. Notice how he really collapses that step before the slide, creates great leverage and great balance. So there you go. Collapse the step before the slide. You'll be in better position. You'll throw better shots.
Coming up next, Ronnie Russell versus DJ Archer for the Chameleon Championship. Uninterrupted. Welcome back to South Point Bowling Plaza in Las Vegas. The PBA and Las Vegas have a long history going back to 1960. Let's revisit some of that with this Ebonite flashback.
Well, Mike J, in 1984, the Showboat Invitational in Las Vegas, Nevada. 30 years ago. Hall of Famer George Pappas wins his only Showboat title, qualifying as a tournament leader, and as he beats Gil Sliker 236 to 172 in the title match.
Big shot. Needs it to stay in the match.
See Gil there splitting, giving George Pappas an opening that he would definitely walk through.
Just has to keep it on the lane, Chris, and he's in the driver's seat.
This was the 9th win of Pappas's Hall of Fame career.
That's a winning shot, partner.
And Kimberly Pressler stands by with our tournament leader.
Thanks, guys. DJ, you just saw Ronnie Russell throw a perfect game. How intimidating, if at all, is that for you?
No, if anything, I think it's going to help me. You know, sometimes after someone bowls a big game like that, they tend to have a letdown. But I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to throw 12 good shots, and hopefully it's going to be good enough. But if I promise, if he bowls 300 again, you know, it's going to be a good match.
Good luck to you. Guys, back to you.
DJ Archer looks focused. Probably the most focused I've ever seen this young man. I've known DJ for a long time, and this is about as committed and as serious, as intense as I've ever seen him.
And the tournament leader, DJ Archer, has indicated that Ronnie Russell begins on the left lane title match at the PBA Chameleon Championship. Russell coming off the perfect game. And his opening pitch here in the title match.
No perfect game hangover.
Not on that shot.
Ronnie Russell has really come into his zone. Even though he's got the big high rev rate, big power ball kind of guy, he's learned how to go straighter. You know, he's learned how to still rev on it and catch it for all it's worth, but all of a sudden keep his target more in front of him. Let's see if DJ Archer can kind of take a page out of a pretty good book thus far.
Little different line of attack and a strike apiece.
Now that's DJ's A game right there. He likes to get in and get really slow and just rip on it. Question is, has this oil pattern broken down enough to allow for our tournament leader, who did this throughout the qualifying of this event? Is the oil pattern conducive for this type of shape, this type of motion? We're going to find out.
DJ Archer said, I plan on being inside further away from everyone. If I have hold, it's going to be tough to beat me.
Go, little.
It went. Dead flush. Double for Archer.
It's a good start. It's a good start, and it's the kind of start that you're looking for when you've been waiting in the wings to bowl one game for the title. Turns around and gives Hall of Famer Del Ballard Jr. a little high five, or maybe a low five, but he said push a little, and it did. It held pocket.
Just a pinch high, 4-pin.
We saw 3 shots fairly similar to that in the last game where he bowled 300, and they all struck. This time it's a 4-pin for Ronnie Russell. And by the way, it's the first time he's missed in 13 frames. Well, he was 13 in a row, so it's the first time he's missed in 14 frames. You can see that oil ring on that plastic spare ball there. You notice how there's only one ring, where if you look at the strike balls, the strike bowling balls that the players use, they have what's called track flare. You'll see multiple rings. Well, plastic balls, there's no track flare. Hence, the single ring.
What does this track flare mean on that?
Well, look how wide it is, and look at the multiple rings right there in front of you. That's track flare.
High again, 4-pin again.
And the difference primarily is the way that the weight block is designed in the two different bowling balls. A very unstable weight block in his strike ball versus a very stable weight block in the spare ball. See that ring, that singular ring there? Pretty cool.
I think it's like 2 and 1 ish. I was going to say 3 and 2. 3, okay, that's fine. I'm not going to have a problem hooking it.
Here's DJ Archer's Arsenal, the IQ Tour Nano. Sorry about that, Mike. Let's see if DJ can keep it going here.
That one skates wide. Super washout.
Yeah, he got a little fast and lost it at the bottom of the swing. And on 43 feet of oil, there's just not enough friction for that ball to get back. It's a bad shot. Well, this is not a split because the head pin is still standing. It's considered a washout. The 1, 2, 4, 6, 10.
Multi-pin spares. DJ Archer led. He does not pick that one up. Open frame.
Yeah, that's terrible. Taking a very good one. Just came right off the hand.
Let's take a look at these two styles and compare the two. Ronnie Russell on the right, DJ Archer on the left. First thing you're going to notice is how quickly DJ gets the ball in the swing, but this is really what stands out to me. You look at the shape of the backswings. And then obviously a little bit more upper body lean here. Ronnie Russell, that athletic move there. You can see he's got that leg and that foot up in the air.
Strike for Archer after the open frame, recovering. The centerpiece event of this Geico PBA World Series of Bowling is, of course, the first major of the new season. The PBA World Championship, featuring top seed and former Player of the Year Wes Malott. That's live, right back here at South Point Bowling Plaza, Sunday, January 11th. Ronnie Russell up in the fourth frame, strike, and a pair of spares. The price this time, the 4 and the 9 split.
Strike.
That was with speed, too.
4-pin, 4-pin, 490. As he looks back at his tour rep, Brett Spangler, and he says, you know what, that was with speed, too, and it still went high. So what is the adjustment that Ronnie Russell makes now?
Russell trying to slide the 4 into the 9. Catches it too heavy, so open frame. Kimberly Pressler is with Sean Rash. Kimberly.
Thanks, Mike. Sean, you just finished your game with a 265. Any other day, that would probably win you a game. Do you think they can continue the high scorings on this pattern?
Well, the pattern's starting to go through some transition. The scores are there to be made. Both of them have to make a slight ball change, or speed is very critical for both DJ and Ronnie. But I've been in position like Ronnie has, shooting the last 300 and now having one shot at me. He's just going to make one shot at a time and go through the process and worry about the outcome later.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All it did was pick up more down lane.
Remember, the players, when they first started, they were pretty straight up second arrow. And now these players are about in that fourth arrow, throwing it out to about the second arrow, real soft speed. And you can see how the oil in this area is lightened up.
Spare for Russell. Randy, it seems they're between a rock and a hard place. Russell was talking about Spangler with making a 2-1 or a 3-1 move, and now that doesn't seem to work. Why is that?
It's not the right move. I think he needs to try to give the pocket away a little bit. I think his angles are too straight. You make a 2-1 or a 3-2 move left and the ball still goes 4-pin, you now have to start changing angles. Because guess what? Once you get into 17 and your angles are still real straight, you're going to be past the pocket.
Archer trying to double, rings the 10-pin.
Now, that was a really good shot after the bat on that lane. DJ's in good shape right now. Ronnie Russell has gone 4-pin, 4-pin, 4-9, 4-pin. DJ has proven he can hit the pocket if he throws it good. He likes this. And it's not a good break for him as the 6 wraps around the bottom of that 10-pin. no.
He picks up the spare. Archer.
That was close.
It was close, but it works. 5-pin lead for Archer. The newly named PBA Network is your one-stop shop for all the ways the PBA communicates with its fans. The PBA Network includes telecasts on ESPN, live event streaming on Extra Frame, PBA social media outlets like Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook, mobile gaming app, and much, much more. Find out more at PBA.com. DJ Archer up in the 6th frame. Title match. He leads by 5.
Boy, he got all of that one. His hand stayed in the ball a little bit longer. There was a little bit of loft behind it. Speed was a little bit softer. Gave the ball time to make the corner and end up flush in the 1-3 pocket.
Russell trails by 5. He can double here and take the lead back. 6th frame.
Pick up, do it.
Just what we were talking about earlier, Mike. You can see the angle has changed. He's now giving the ball a little bit more room to the right.
Yeah, where you at, guys?
This guy knows how to hook it. He can hook it from gutter to gutter. He went real straight in the 300 game, tried to do that at the start of this game, did not work, and now he's moved in a little bit more, and he's opening up the lane. I guarantee you this is what he did in qualifying in the later, the latter part of qualifying. You get down to games 5, 6, 7. Ronnie Russell's in the 5th, 6th arrow, opening up this oil pattern. It's kind of what he's trying to do now.
Most recent title in the 2014 Summer Swing. And he packs the pocket and takes the lead.
Well, there's your adjustment. Guy's got a loose swing right now. He's got 10 grand in his pocket. I'm not sure I would have given him the check already, though. We are in Vegas. Moves in a little bit more, gives it a little bit more angle, and that's all he needed to do.
I'll match your earlier comments about Archer's intensity, Randy. He just knows. He feels like he belongs, but he just hasn't punched it yet. Chance to take the lead back. 7th frame. Punch that one. Archer storms back. He leads by 5.
Another nice shot by DJ. Really rolls that wrist underneath that bowling ball, and that's what creates that power, revolutions, and hook on this long 43-foot chameleon oil pattern. 2 career PBA regional titles. He's made the telecast before. He's just, as you said, hasn't punched his ticket.
Hook a lot. Hook.
Oh, did it hook? Splits the 8 and the 9. Plus 15 for Archer. And a turkey. Double working for Russell. 8th frame, latter stages of the PBA Chameleon Championship.
Another great title match that's going to come down to the 10th frame. No matter what, the Russell cannot shut out DJ Archer.
That move Russell made has paid dividends.
That was wide right. It got back. Yeah, I'm really surprised that Ronnie stayed with his angles being so straight through the front for as long as he did. Strike 4-pin, 4-pin, 4-9. I think the 4-9 was the indicator. Maybe even the second 4-pin in the 3rd frame. Ronnie makes this move in the 3rd or 4th frame. We've got a whole different game.
Foundation frame, Russell on a turkey.
Pure!
And the lead seesaws back to Russell's favor by 5.
Just a beautiful shot by Ronnie Russell to keep the pressure on DJ Archer. But again, no matter what, DJ Archer is in control of his own destiny. He's going to finish this match first. If DJ throws a strike in the 9th, a strike in the 10th, a strike in the 11th, He'll need 6 pins on his fill shot.
Archer rewraps.
And he will win.
And a little extra time. 9th frame.
What a pitch. And he tips the lead back going into the 10th.
Strike here, he'll have 181 in the 8th. Another one in the 11th. We'll have 211 in the 9th. He'll only need 6 pins. You can see he gets a little bit more air underneath it when he's really cupping that wrist and rolling it underneath that bowling ball, and that's what gets it to return. He needs 2 more just like that. DJ Archer's going to win for the very first time on this tour.
Beautiful shot by Archer, trying to take his name off the most active list without a title. It's in his own hands.
Smart play here. He's going to take a re-rack. Wiping the sweat off of his forehead, taking his time. Doesn't want to rush this one. Biggest shot of his career right here. Biggest shot of DJ Archer's career coming up.
Archer told me I'm starting to learn. I'm getting older, wiser, and smarter. He can add all of that up and throw this ball and add his name to the list of PBA Tour champions. Striking 6.
How does it look, baby?
How does it look? You're a PBA Tour champion if you knock down 6, DJ.
Still needs 6. Throwing it that slow with that much angle going through the pins. If he makes a mistake, remember in the 3rd frame he got 5. If he goes through the nose throwing it that soft, it could be a disaster. He still needs to execute and make a good shot.
He's thinking of his mother right now. He lost her recently. This shot's for her.
And he's done it. DJ Archer's a PBA Tour champion.
Thank you, man. Thanks, Boom. Thanks. Wow. Wow.
Buddy. Thanks, Blue. Come on, buddy. Yes. Proud of you.
God. Yes, sir.
Randy, 3 incredibly good shots.
No, they weren't good. They were great. You know, the circumstances are the circumstances. DJ Archer bowling with a heavy heart after losing his mother. He's never been in the winner's circle before, and having to do what he just did, he threw 3 great shots.
DJ Archer is a PBA Tour champion at the Chameleon Championship. When we return, we'll get a chance to talk with him.
When we return to South Point Bowling Plaza in Las Vegas.
Goodness. Thank you, mother. Thank you so much.
The Geico World Series of Bowling PBA Chameleon Championship is brought to you by Geico, saving people money on more than just car insurance. By AMF, roll this way. By the USBC, the national governing body servicing the needs of bowling. To learn more, visit us on bowl.com. And by Barbasol. Life is full of close shaves. Make sure your close shave is a Barbasol close shave.
Final score, DJ Archer 241, Ronnie Russell 215, and the back rest for DJ Archer seals the deal on his first PBA Tour victory. Let's take a look again via the Geico Championship recap, Randy.
Well, we certainly have to show Ronnie Russell's perfect game in this Geico. I mean, he was absolutely magical in that 10th frame, but this was all about DJ Archer and, you know, the heavy heart that he was bowling with, trying to win for the first time, and his 10th frame was just absolutely magnificent. There's the clincher right there. He only needed 6 spins after that, but he threw it so great in the 10th frame. Congratulations, DJ Archer.
Kimberly Pressler is with the newest PBA Tour champion.
Thank you, Mike. DJ, you had to get 2 strikes in that 10th. What was going through your mind before you threw that first ball?
You know, I just tried to block everything out and just kind of do the things that I know what I can do. You know, step up in the 10th. You know, I didn't want to give Ronnie a chance, you know, because I knew he was going to strike out. So I felt like throwing two good shots there, you know, just like I did, you know, growing up and thinking about it and dreaming about it. And that's what I did. So, you know, I'm very happy, very happy.
A few minutes ago, I saw you fighting back some tears, so I want to say our condolences. I know you recently lost your mother, but if she was here, what would this win mean to her?
Man, that's something that she always wanted from me is to win a title. And I told her coming into to today that I was going to win it for her. So thanks to her, thanks to Storm, Roto Grip, everyone in this great, you know, community has got behind me. And this one's for you, Mom.
What a wonderful dedication, and congratulations on winning your first ever PBA Tour title.
DJ Archer, forever, Randy, a PBA Tour champion. It means so much.
Yeah, he's a good guy, and you know what? He's been around the tour for a long time, and I know that there's a lot of people that are really happy for DJ. I'm including myself in that group of people. Congratulations, just a great win, and he earned it.
Scorpion next week. We saw perfection in the semifinal with Ronnie Russell delivering 12 fireworks. And then into the title match, a perfect 10th frame for DJ Archer in his first PBA Tour win. For Randy Peterson and Kimberly Pressler, this is Mike Jakubowski. Congratulations, DJ Archer. So long from Las Vegas.